involves many roles, but if you're doing it right, a central priority is serving your community. We are in a unique position to identify gaps left by generic government programs. We're the people to whom local residents, community groups and local government alike come for assistance. We're in a privileged position to amplify the voices of our constituents, to solve problems and to get things done. Over the last nearly 16 years, I've thoroughly enjoyed this opportunity. I'm proud of what working together our community has achieved. Members would be aware that I'm one of 9 members, a number that seems to be growing every week, in addition to some who have already departed, who won't be here after the election. While I hope to offer a few valedictory words later in the year, I'd like to save colleagues, and in particular my little children, if they make it to the gallery, the trouble of sitting through too many lists of stuff I'm proud of and people to whom I'm grateful. So instead, I'm spreading them out in greaves such as this. In no particular order, things that I'm proud of in the community include the Morialta Secondary College. Protecting this site from sale for a housing development as had been planned at a time when new schools in the east were desperately needed, and delivering this outstanding school instead, which is now growing strongly, will be a boon for our area for generations to come. During the term of the Marshall government, other school upgrades included Norwood High, Charles Campbell College, Modbury High School, Stradbroke Primary, McGill Primary and more. Modest but welcome grants during COVID benefited all of our local schools, kindies and preschools as well. Traffic upgrades at Newton Road, Grave Street, Silks Road, Gorge Road and the resealing of Gorge Road in my first term, signalled crossings at Thornton Park Primary and McGill Primary Schools, the pedestrian refuge at Lower North East Road, Highbury, thanks to Abraham Shuken, the traffic lights at Durnan Court Shops and more, all have their own special stories. We also helped deliver projects like Thornton Park's Super Playground, championed by the Campbelltown Council. I believe Dom Barbaro was the first councillor who brought it to my attention, but I know it was also championed by all of the councillors and the mayor and the staff. Credit where it's due. The excellent new playground at Morialta Conservation Park, I think, was commissioned by Ian Hunter as the former Environment Minister, but I'm also particularly grateful to former Liberal Minister David Spears, whose personal efforts saw the long sought-after upgrade to the car park happen. Local residents no longer need to put up with overflows into their driveways from visiting playground enthusiasts, nor the dust churned up during the summer as people parked nearby in the dirt. Sporting club upgrades I've been pleased to support have included Campbelltown Soccer Club on more than one occasion, Athelston Footy Club, Rosterva Tennis Club and more. I pay tribute to the presidents, the committees, the volunteers and the staff of all of these wonderful local clubs, without whose work these projects certainly wouldn't have happened. The member for Hartley and I have worked effectively together for many years, as much of the infrastructure serving our communities, whether located in Hartley or Morialta, serves both communities equally. One of those projects of which I'm most proud is the upgrade to Paradise Interchange, delivered by the Marshall Liberal government. It was a long-sought upgrade. There's now hundreds of extra parks, and it is possible to get a park these days before 8 o'clock, which wasn't the case for a very long period of time. It was a commitment Vincent and I made at the 2018 election with Stephen Marshall, having also done so in 2014. We'd been fighting for this project for longer than that too. One of my first press conferences as an MP was with then leader Isabel Redmond and then Standard Transport Minister Stephen Griffiths, which may narrow the time frame, at the interchange. I'm sure the press conference went really well, but the thing that I remember were the awkward moments trying to gather footage of natural conversations between politicians for background use and with people on the bus for the TVs. There were several problems. The first was that one of my 4 or 5 colleagues with us, and I will not name which one, had apparently never used a bus ticket before and needed some assistance finding the machine and then guidance on where to put it. Tricks for young players: if you are doing a press conference on a bus, make sure your colleagues know how to use a bus ticket, or indeed the reader as it is now. Isabel's efforts, which she was excellent at, she tried very hard on this occasion to chat with commuters, as she always would, but they were stymied as she was hemmed in on all sides by large cameramen who wouldn't move to let her through to the back of the bus where some actual people were. Therefore, the footage that is still visible today is of her sitting by herself. Wasn't her fault. I do remember one journalist who remained nameless, although he is still on the telly, solving the problem that he had of not having a bus ticket by casually walking by and ignoring the ticket machine altogether. If the police minister wants their name, I'll let them know later so that he can pursue the matter further. There's always more to do. I hope that whoever serves the people of Morialta later than me works very hard to do so for our community. Speaking as a local resident, I obviously hope it will be the smart, committed, hard-working local firefighter for the CFS, Scott Kennedy, a lifelong local who's always
Time is
presented
up, member for
many strong
Morialta.
ideas.
I gave you a bit of leeway, but you're really keeping on going, mate. I call the member for Dunstan.